Hello and welcome to Southampton International Boat Show 2025. Marex have been building boats for quite some years now, and they have been staggeringly popular because of their quality, their innovative design and their seakeeping. And today I'm going to show you the boat that's behind me, and that is the 440, and it is a beautiful boat. So let's just have a quick look from up here so you can appreciate it. And it's quite striking, especially with those huge hull windows. And as you go through it in a second, you will see the quality of the accommodation, because it is superb. So let's go around and have a look at it. Right, so as ever, we will start at the transom, but just before we do that, just have a quick walk down the side so you can see it again a little bit closer up. So we've got those huge hull windows, which we'll see from inside in a minute. But you can see these very chunky and sturdy rails. So let's jump on the platform, which is huge to start with, but is also a high-low. So this lowers down into the water, and you can see those steps there, that as it lowers, those fold out into a proper staircase. And this will obviously take a tender if you so wished. Now, interestingly, access to the side decks is round here. You could scrabble over the top there, but obviously it's much easier to come around here and do that. But also you've got some lovely seating back here. So if you're out at anchor and want to be near the water, you could obviously sit out here. And under here we've got some great storage, and there's one of those, a small one there and another one over there. So ideal for fenders, warps, maybe paddle boards, that kind of stuff. Let's have a wander around the decks. And it does feel like a very big boat. Lovely wide decks, lovely teak, synthetic teak, and again going up on the bulwarks here, but it feels very safe. You've got these chunky solid rails here, you've got a gate here, so if you were moored side two, and then if we come up onto the foredeck, here you've got a lovely sun pad, and you can see this section of the cushions tilts up. You've got some windows there which give light down below. There's a hatch in the middle, and we'll see that as we go down below. But let's just wander around onto the bow, and here we've got the gate on the bow there, and I will just open this. Just take me a second. So in here, we've got a very chunky mooring system. Windlass there, and the anchor which protrudes through the bow, you can just see it there, and some lovely stainless chain down there, but it's a huge anchor locker. Just close that up. Lovely quality detailing, like these wooden rails here with the cup holders in, so if you are sitting out here you've got somewhere safe to put your drinks. Let's quickly have a look at the hardtop, or the roof I should say, not a hardtop. It opens out, and that's electric obviously, but it is enormous. This particular boat has solar panels up there, and there's plenty of space and area for those. So let's just wander back and we'll go and have a look at the interior of the boat. Before we do, just look at those chunky wiper blades. And as I said, you have to go down onto the bathing platform, or not quite, but certainly around the stern. Right, so the cockpit itself is superbly appointed. Very comfortable, very high quality, very luxurious. We've got a gate here, and again, look at the thickness of that. Beautiful teak rail on top and lovely upholstery. You've got this amazing table which will fold out and become much larger, so you could fill the whole space here with the table. As you can see there, it is adjustable, so it could be a high dining table or a low drinks table. Above we have another section of sliding roof to open it up, and this whole area can be totally enclosed. And if we look at this side, we've got the canopy up on this side, and neatly they fold into little pockets here, so they're not on view if you don't want them to be, and that would enclose the whole space. So this becomes a really usable other room. Access down to the engines is down there, and there's a variety of engine options I'll talk you through in a little while. But as we come through, you've got that beautifully level floor as you enter. The glass here drops down, so that would obviously fill up here, and the door opens into there. So as we come in, immediately to starboard we have our galley with some superb size appliances. So Miele 4-ring hob there. We've got a lovely Miele oven there, good size double sinks, 2 of those, one there as well, and again up there we've got some cupboards up there. So really nicely appointed galley. Opposite we have more refrigeration down there, and we've got this beautiful C-shaped, U-shaped seating going around this table, and interesting, some little pop-out stools here, so you can have seating on this side of the table as well as the rest of it, so you can seat plenty of people here. It's slightly raised, so everybody gets a really good view out of these huge glass windows that go all round. So let's move forward. Now this part of the seating is pretty clever. So if I just grab this back and move it forward, you can see that moves up. So not only does it give us a backrest on that side, it also raises this seat so that if you're sitting here while you're underway, you are that much higher. So sitting here, you've got a great view out over your horizon, and obviously very close to the helm there. Under here we've got a little cubby hole, but this is very clever because it folds out here and will make an additional table like that. Just fold that back up again. Cup holder there and there. Let's move across to the helm itself. Really nice hugging seats which grip you in there, bolsters which flop down so you can sit or stand, and if you're standing, your head, so that's eye level for me, so you get a really good view out. Let's just have a look around the helm itself. So we've got 2 big screens here, covers are on. We have the joysticks, this has IPS. We've got our throttles around there. We've got our zip wake, engine controls, fusion, engine management there, all our switch gear, and our bow and stern thrusters there. Autopilot under there, fusion there, but it's really nice. And a nice big side door, so if you are helming single-handedly or short crewed, you can quickly be out of that door and be on crewing duties, because the cleat, midship's cleat, is just there, and you've got that gate there that we saw from the outside. So superb finish. Everything is beautifully lined and finished. This is a kind of soft touch, almost like a suede. And if we go down, you've got this beautiful flooring throughout, and in this entrance section here we've got a lovely material on the wall. Let's dive into this cabin. So this is the third or second cabin, because they're both pretty identical. Got a lovely big hull window there. There is an opening port, if you see down there. We've got light switches. We've got these beautiful linings here. Nice mattress here. And this is either a sofa or could be used as another bed, so it could be a twin. Here we've got a little seat and storage is in here, nice and deep, and then again we've got some storage under here. If I can find the little release, there we go, and same down here with a hanging rail in there. So let's go through to the other side, which is not quite a mirrored cabin, but pretty much same finishings, same hull window, but here you've got two mattresses which make a big double. So plenty of accommodation there. And again, seat down there, and we've got the same storage cupboards there. Let's go through to the master cabin. I'll just take you round. Lovely big hull windows, and up here we've got those lights that we saw when we were out up top. Beautiful finish everywhere. I just come behind here. Again, this lovely material. Little cubby in there on a soft close. And just a fabulous finish to everything. If I open this door, we go into the bathroom, the ensuite. So we've got a sink in there, some storage under, electric loo, and a shower here. And the floor doesn't really look like it's a shower floor, but you can see there's a grate, and this is actually a solid shower screen that comes across there to blank off the loo and the sink. Storage up there as well, and a lovely big hull window to let some light and some air in. What I do like are these glass panels. So you can't see through them, because obviously you wouldn't want to do that, but it would let some light through. And it's everywhere. It's in, hopefully you can see that. And then the main heads are in here. So same glass door. And again, we've got a similar kind of setup. So we've got shower there, a little bit of a light up top. Got a huge hull window there. We've got sink, covered under, electric loo. There's our shower grate again. And here is that solid door again. So this is your bathroom for these two cabins, but also would be the day heads. Let's just make our way up here again, because it really does feel like a beautiful, beautiful quality boat, especially with the sun streaming through up there. Right, so let's just talk about engines. There are three options for the engines. You can have D6 440s, you can have D6 480s, or you can actually have them on shafts as well. So they will give you between 35 and 28 knots, depending on the engine spec. In terms of price, the base price for this boat is, with the smallest engine option, is 715,000, and the most expensive option is 785,000. So with the VAT, I guess the dearest option is about 940, and the cheapest option is 858. Now this boat has a lot of extras, so it is obviously going to be a little bit more than that, but that ultimate price depends on what you spec on it. I think it's a beautiful boat. It's beautifully finished, it's very ingenious, and it feels like a real quality boat. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please don't forget to subscribe. We have got other Marexes on the channel, so don't forget to visit the channel and have a look at those other models as well. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.